What happens when a moody 17-year-old goes back in time to 1987 to save her mother from being murdered in present day?
I have no idea.
Find out next on Cheese in Space. So welcome everyone. And in case you missed the thumbnail, we watched the horror comedy Total Killer.
Totally killer.
Totally Killer.
Yeah.
And I am
not to be mistaken with The Killer.
Yeah.
Totally different movie.
I am Jason. This is Nathan.
Hey.
And if you're here for the first time, thank you for being here. And if you're returned to us, then thank you for returning. Please give us a like and subscribe. Let us know what you like. And we will try to get to movies you want us to watch.
We'll try to please you as much as possible.
Because that's what we do. We review movies. Some movies you know of, some movies you probably never heard of. And this one I think they probably heard of.
Yeah, this is on Netflix. This is one of those. This is from the same people that did Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You.
I haven't seen that one.
The Freaky.
The Freaky?
It's just called Freaky. It's got Vince Vaughn as a serial killer. I think she's like the main actress in all of them.
Yeah, this is it's an Amazon product is what this is. Amazon's actually producing these movies.
I thought this was Netflix.
Well, no, it's probably on Netflix, but I don't know. But anyways, it's Totally Killer. It's rated R. And basically what happens is 35 years after the shocking murder of 3 teens, the Sweet 16 killer returns on Halloween night. Because there's never been a murderer doing things on Halloween night.
Ever. It's never been done.
And
not once.
Not twice.
Not 3 times. I'm sure there's not a revenge somewhere.
There's not a reboot. There's not a... anyways, for the fourth victim happens to be Jamie. Amazing her name is Jamie. Like Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
I didn't put the 2 to 2 together.
Yeah, so that's Kernan Shipka. So her mother gets murdered, so she travels back in time because they can do that at a science fair.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it is. And she navigates the 80s to figure out who was killing because she knows all the history of it. So she goes to stop the 3 kills, finding who the murderer is so her mother does not get killed in 2023. So, you said that's... But what was bullshit?
How the fuck do you think you're going to go through the space-time continuum in an arcade machine?
What was a photo booth?
Well, yeah, then it was an arcade machine.
At the very end, that was.
And then it was a amusement park ride.
Yeah, the Gravitron.
Right.
That was to go back. To go forward, to go back, you have to be in a photo booth. To go forward, you got to be the Gravitron.
1.21 gigawatts of electricity. 1.21 gigawatts! 88 miles per hour! This is what makes time travel possible.
Right. But somehow there was that asteroids machine or whatever that she was working on.
Oh, in the future.
Yes.
Or in today's day. Yeah, she's working.
Right.
See, I don't know. Okay.
Why does it have to be arcade pieces? Why does it have to be...
Because everything that was in 1987 was arcade pieces. But for the most part, I think my favorite scene, we talked about it earlier.
The secretary?
No. But the school scenes where they're playing dodgeball.
Oh, my God, yeah.
The dodgeball. She's getting hit with the... Is this even legal?
Who designed these uniforms?
Yeah.
How is this safe? It's just so yeah. I could imagine a Gen Zer going back into the 80s and just being...
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Because she got beamed like 5 times in the face from her mother, who's 17.
Yes.
Oh, my! Whoever plays her, she's a just beautiful
young
and
woman.
perfectly done for the age of the hair done that way. And then the coach, after like, okay, losers, get up, get out of here, you know. It's like,
All right, good work out there, winners, huh? Wish I could say the same for the losers, but I can't.
but it's a pretty basic principle. I mean, it's a slasher movie
Yep.
with some comedy to it. Think Scream, maybe.
I did enjoy the perception of that just because you remove a piece from time, time still moves. So everything she's doing in 85 affects 2023.
Yes, everything.
And the notion of like two moms are now best friends,
Yes.
and how the mom was like, well, when you study time travel, it's only a matter of time. Somebody's going to come to you to help them figure out how to get back in from where they came from.
When she was younger, it's like, if
Yeah.
you think you're the time traveler, you can't be surprised when someone from the future comes and says, I need your help.
Right.
That was a very good line, needed to be put in there so
Yes.
someone doesn't like us say, well, why wasn't she freaked out about time? I also like the fact that whenever she did change something in 87, it changed 87 already because she knew when the second murder was going to take place, but it didn't take place where it was supposed to.
Right.
It take place somewhere else, but it still happened, so she changed that from what she was doing. So she was changing. It's like the butterfly effect.
Right. Well, and they also mentioned the Mandela effect, where the documentarian was just like, no, she got killed here, but in this article, she got killed there.
Maybe that's what someone is. Someone's going back in time. Not that we're in a different reality, but someone else went back in time and changed everything, and then we remember what we remember.
It's true.
I
I mean,
know.
it's plausible.
It's very plausible. It's a very forgettable movie. 'Cause I just watched it. Well, you just watched it too, and I mean, I liked it a lot.
It was campy. It was fun. It was cute. It would be a traditional, or what I would consider a traditional high school Friday night date night movie.
I mean, that's
You
fair.
know, back in the 2000s when
That's
kids
fair.
used to go to the movies and neck in the theater and
Right.
shit.
I did like
Pre-COVID.
one of the parts that I was, and I've said this to Nate plenty of times. We have friends, family now that are that partake in the devil's lettuce a lot. Back in the 80s, you couldn't really do it. It was completely illegal. But the stuff now, and I've said this for years, is a lot more potent than stuff then. So when the younger version of the police officer from 2023 is a teenager, she's trying to give some marijuana to the one that went back in time, and she goes, all this is twigs.
Yeah.
And she goes, give that stuff. He goes, what the hell? He goes, give that to me. She's like, man, I get so high on, not even a fifth or whatever you got in that bag.
I can give you a gummy that's that will get you completely wasted. That's smaller than that.
That's smarter than that whole bag of shit that you're peddling. And that's what it was in the 87 and 88. And that's what I keep saying is like, you can't compare weed now to weed in the 80s. It's just not the same. So people back there smoking 3 joints, and nowadays you're like, oh, I can smoke 3 joints. That's like smoking, I don't know.
I was gonna say 3. If you smoke 3 joints, then it's probably equivalent to a joint and a half now.
I think it's even worse. I don't know. I didn't smoke then. I don't smoke now. But I mean, people are just like, that's. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious.
I agree.
And who played the mother that got killed? Because the mother gets killed in 2023.
Yeah, she was from Modern Family, mom.
Yes. Do I have actress's name? Okay. Anyways, it's directed by.
I'm sure her name will appear right around here.
Someone's name will.
In this area would be a key point to put that actress's name.
It could be, yeah. Julie Bowen, or I could just read the script. But it's been directed by. Can I say that name?
Nanchuk Khan.
And it's written. It has 3 writers. How do movies have 3 writers?
I don't know.
I mean,
Wow.
it's not a joke.
I think it's very fine to have 3 writers for a movie.
I guess someone starts writing and it's so much crap, but the initial.
I feel like
writers,
it's like a
they-
storyboard type of thing. Kind of
Oh.
like if you write a sitcom or something, you have a writer's room and you bounce ideas off. And
That's a good point. So, what? You're not from the '80s. You're from the '90s,
oh yeah, I was born in the 80s.
right? So, is there any part of the '80s there that you looked at and said, "Is that accurate? Was that close?" I mean, like,
Fucking reminded me of the early 90s.
like the lady who was smoking out front with the jogging suit or something, and took that girl to class, and she's
Yeah.
smoking inside the car.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'll take you." I don't even know you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, does it? And she's like, and half the time, and I love this, half the time, she's like, yeah, I'm an exchange student from Alaska. Here's your paper. You don't need like any information. You don't need no ID. You
No,
don't.
here's your
need-
schedule.
Yeah, like it's like, and then she goes into the Galvatron. She says, yeah, it's gonna be shut down. Now you gotta tell me to shut down. She's like, why is it so easy to just get into things? It's like, people just walk in with no, and it was. It was just, no one cared. Oh Lord.
I mean, it's exactly how it was, and up until like 2000. Shit, up until I graduated high school.
Yeah.
Like, it was still fair game. I remember going to a school with outdoor where you could just walk outside through the quad and just walk into a classroom.
Right. You can just
there's
no asking, no question. Like you're just here.
Well, it was just an open compound.
Right.
It was just exterior doors only.
Yeah, it's crazy. And when she gets there and she goes to the school for the first time and it has the Native American Indian, the Red Indians or
Yeah.
something they're called.
The
And
Red Devils.
The Red Devils. And she goes, and there's that mild racism.
And there's the racism.
I like the concept. I liked how it changed in the 87, like I said, from the first murder to the second murder, how it went out of order. They messed that up. I like the mother, how when you first see her, she's beaming the girl with the
Yep.
and she goes,
Oh, and she speaks, what, Spanish fluently?
yes. And she goes, get off the court, bitch. but as the movie goes on, she's like, she wasn't a terrible person,
No.
and then they were talking
It
about
was just kind of like keeping up appearances.
right. And then she's talking about how that one girl she made fun of. She goes, that's not funny. And she goes, it was to us. And it's like,
I had a complaint about this movie.
oh, what is it? Not this perfectly made movie.
Why the fuck didn't she shut her cell phone off?
Because it's more exciting this way.
Fair enough.
She spent the entire time
With the cell phone
in
on.
87 with her phone on.
Yes, and
Just roaming.
because for her to get
And the
back
battery's almost dead. Why didn't you just shut
it off.
off?
Because she had to go back to 2023. In order to do that, her phone had GPS. I'm not sure why it would be tracking GPS from 2023. And I don't know how she was tracking any of that in 1987. You have to suspend your belief system here a little bit, this movie. And she kept checking it and kept dying. You're right. Shut off your phone.
Yeah, it's at 3%. We got to hurry up.
Shut off your phone.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining enough. And, Rotten Tomatoes thought it was extremely entertaining.
Clearly.
They gave it 87%. And the audience, which is us
Us.
and you, gave it 76%. And I think that's probably more accurate because we're smarter than Rotten Tomatoes. And yeah. So, well, I am.
You sure about that?
So, the first 5-star. Let's get into the 5-star reviews. The first 5-star is by Cameron H. You know who you are.
Do you?
Love this movie from start to finish. The camp horror provides so many good laughs. Camp horror. And takes slashers to a totally stereotypical level in the best way possible. What mask was he wearing? Can't remember.
It was like a surfer dude type mask. He had this big grin with the blonde yellow hair.
I was
and a
thinking like
little
Fred
earring.
from Scooby-Doo. That's what reminded me now that you said that. I remember now.
Oh.
Reminded me of Scooby Doo.
It reminded me of like a, I don't know, surfer
Could have been.
type dude.
Do you know what Fred's last name is in Scooby Doo? He has one.
I do, but not at this current moment.
I can't either. So.
This 1-star review comes from Tony M. This movie wants to be campy. It wants to be a throwback. It gets everything from costume design to sci-fi tropes wrong. The only thing it lacks are commercial breaks made for TV at best.
Okay, listen, Tony M. It was better than a made for movie TV.
I would have enjoyed this on Made for TV though.
Yeah, I mean, and the kills when he's stabbing them, when he's stabbing people, they're like painful. That's.
Oh yeah, 16 times.
I mean, and she's screaming the whole time, and I really did like the part they were in the cabin.
Yes.
And he goes in there and kills them.
You mean the condo?
The condo in the woods. Yes, that was great. But I'll get to that point in a sec. And how he got beat up and did the ninja movement, and that was cool. Which I knew when that happened, when he bent down, like, okay, that's a sign for us to know who the killer is. I still didn't figure it out. Did you figure out who the killer was before?
No.
See, if you figure out who the killer is, tell us before it was over.
In the comments.
The comments below.
Just say I did.
Yeah. So you say we're gonna believe you. You can lie to us. We'll believe you.
He will.
Yeah. But that was great because he was killing one girl and they attacked him. He attacked back, and it wasn't like he was invincible.
No.
And he ran off, and that was pretty great. But I will say, how does she get into that group so fast and so friendly with them? Because they hated her at first, like immediately, and all of a sudden she's their best friends. Hey, you should go here and do this, and they're like, okay, we should do that.
Persistence.
In one scene,
I mean, they've got to develop the plot at some point.
I guess they can't make it 2 hours long.
I mean, they could have, but
That would
have been not fun.
Okay, next 5-star review. I typed this. So. Ghoul Hermier. A is the initial. I don't want somebody to think I said Hermier. So, Ghoul Hermie. A. Exceptional Back to the Future style film. With an easy to understand narrative with a little horror and drama. Simply perfect.
I wouldn't simply say this is perfect.
I would not say it was perfect, but
I can't believe it's not butter,
I
but I wouldn't say it's near perfect.
No, it's definitely a Back to the Future idea. It's like Martin McFly goes back to make sure his mom's having sex with his dad.
Right.
Because that's what he basically
Right,
was doing
and
at
mom
some
was
point.
trying to have sex with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't realize this. He went back there on accident, but once he was back there, his whole job was to make sure his mom fucked his dad.
Right.
That was the whole movie.
That was it. And mom just wanted to fuck son.
Mm-hmm.
Bernardus P. Waste of time. I feel bad for watching this horrible film. This movie should be illegal. It's that bad. I didn't think it was that bad.
I'm not sure I've seen a movie that was bad enough to be illegal. I've seen a movie that was banned in like 37 countries.
I've seen a movie that should be. It was pretty awfully great.
Have we reviewed it?
No.
Do we want to mention it now?
No, because I know you're not going to want to watch this trash.
We'll watch it together.
It was hard to watch.
What?
We can watch it together.
Okay.
We'll watch it together.
We'll watch it together. Sounds good. Okay. Solomon K. This is another 5-star. It was a lot of fun. Had no idea who the killer was. Yep. And was pretty much glued to the story until the end. The 80s flashbacks were really nice as well. Very enjoyable. See, I agree with that right there. They don't give it 5 stars, though.
Brad G. Nothing about this movie was good. This is a Disney Plus family version of a slasher. Yes, I know nothing. Whatever. It's a cheap version of Happy Death. Well, it's the same people that did it. Death Day with a PG-13 kills. In its attempt at horror was atrocious.
The word is humor.
If you are looking for a family horror movie that everyone can watch, like Ernest Scares,
Oh, it's so stupid.
I was going to say this. These movies feel like they're Ernest movies now.
Oh, we gotta watch an Ernest movie. I love Ernest.
Then this film is for you. Yes, I totally agree. This young lady that keeps starring in these movies
Yeah.
is the new Ernest.
Oh, Ernest Goes no, because Ernest Goes Stupid is rated G. I mean, there's nothing wrong with there's like no.
Ernest Scares Stupid is a scary movie.
You watched it when you were 12.
I've watched it as an adult, and I could still say it can be a scary movie,
I guess I've never watched it.
especially for like a child.
Well, I never.
Like if you, but anyway,
Okay, but so this person does not like this movie at all, and says that if you're looking for a film, yeah, okay. Actually, I'm not sure which movie's better. That's okay. So
this one.
wow, that's funny. Riley D. Great movie, loved it, but would love to see a number 2. But a crossover that would be cool.
With what?
That's why it's what the fuck. Okay, so wait, it's me. It's me. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the movie here, and I'm gonna review this movie, and I'm gonna give it. I enjoyed it. And I thought she was pretty. I thought we were all pretty. And you always get an extra. You always get one nice little stump from me when you're pretty. But I gotta be honest with movies because I do like movies, and this was. I'd probably give it. I'd give it 2 trees. I'm always doing the 2 trees. Stanley 2 trees.
You know, the cinematography was great. The acting for what it was great. I enjoyed it. It was a nice, happy, like in comparison to some other movies that we've reviewed. It was a nice, happy break. I would probably watch this again, you know, in my like 31 days of October movies type of thing. Yeah. I think you're a little harsh on it.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a 3 tree on this.
Wow. You know what? Oh, have we ever discussed how higher trees go? Is it 5?
It's 5. We've
Okay.
yet to have a 5 tree movie.
I think you gave us a 4 tree movie at one point.
I have given a 4 tree movie.
Yeah. So, and I always hold back on that, but anyway, so you gave it 3 trees. I gave it 2 trees, and you tell us how many trees you would give it, and please comment, subscribe. Oh, and click the notification right there. That button right there. Click it. Okay, because that will let you know when we have more stuff out. We have stuff out every Monday. And thank you for coming along with this on this review, I guess. So
On this flight.
on this happy death day of wrong movie.